a really good Twitch streamer. And if it wasn't for the actions of my early followers, right? Especially Rims, aka the one Shaquille O'Neal, aka Kenny Ackerman, aka Eustace Boy, gifting me in-game skins with his own hard-earned money, I never really would have had a sense that it's working and that it's worth it. And even though I'm not like asking to be paid or anything like that, it's more the gesture that shows that I'm doing the right thing, right? So big shout outs to you. And then Kitsune and her hubby came along, right? And the constant support and constant banter between Kitsune and Senshi and I, Senshi the cook, big shout outs. I wish you were here right now. Um, is worth its weight in gold, right? It's the same kind of gesture, that loyalty, for want of a better word, that um encourages me to do this often and makes me, yeah, exactly. You keep the chat active, right? And that keeps me active. It keeps me having something to bounce things off of. So that's encouraged me. Oh, no, this is what I was going to say. This is where the guilt comes from. What did you? Oh, yes, laughing my ass off. I used to have an account with 2K followers. That's no joke. And my current niche is I'm a well-known face. That's really interesting. Um, I don't really chat a lot, but I'm here too. Look, you are actually quite chatty for a young man, right? A lot of young men are very, they're very shy and they're kind of unsure of the words that are coming out. That's not exactly what I mean. They're unsure of how people will interpret the words coming out of their mouth. Trust me, I know the feeling, right? Um, but the fact that you're constantly interacting with me is why I feel bad when I don't stream, right? Or like I miss a stream or I break a promise. And um to that kind of consistency that you guys offer, arigatou gozaimasu. I cannot thank you enough. Like it drives me. I think about my actions. I think about you guys when I'm not streaming. And now we have three, like literally 3 or 4 people just joined the channel. Just joined the channel in the last 60 minutes. That's nearly unprecedented. And that, while it isn't the same kind of consistent loyalty, it still means so much to me. And there have been all sorts of people who have ducked in and ducked out of here. Like, oh, what was his name? I can't think of it right now. Who's that guy who's joined our channel like 5 times? I love these little yap sessions when you go live. Even when I'm like 2 hours late and just spend like half the time ranting about my life, you really make me feel welcomed whenever I see your name pop up. I'm glad, because I want you to feel like you're kind of at home and hanging out with me, right? Shaq, you talk a lot compared to most people who be watching at these views and games. See, that's what I'm saying, right? You do talk a lot. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think I realized how much I like watching you when I was stalking Twitch waiting. Yeah, I remember when Senshi told me that. I was so moved. I couldn't believe that, like, people would wait for me like their favorite show is coming on. It's like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Fucking Rick and Morty and Eddie Fonzarelli are gonna be on in a minute. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, I can't wait until he comes on. That is like unreal. And I can only imagine what that would be like and feel like when the channel is at like, 10 concurrent chatters at the same time. That's going to be overwhelming. If you think I'm overwhelmed now, You wait until this chat is going like this. Bang, 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 bang. I'm going to need 2 columns, 3 columns. I'm going to need a second monitor to be able to keep up with this shit, right? I can't spell. Sorry, I'm a little shivery since it's cold. That's fair. Don't worry about it. I mean, you know me and my spelling. It isn't very good. Shaq says, I'll be doing that too for a couple weeks where you were not streaming. I was like, man, what do I do now? I almost feel bummed out. I don't know what to say, dude. You know? And that's where the guilt comes from when I miss a stream or I break a promise or I'm a little late or something like that, you know? I think about you guys and I'm like, oh fuck, I let them down a little bit. I'll have to make up for it. Um when I see that notification, I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's see what's going on, you know? And even if it's a bit of a down night or whatever, just the fact that you come by, it's everything. It's everything to me. I put in I don't know, I put in maybe 10 or 20 hours. Excuse me. I put in about 10 or 20 hours when I knew no one was chatting, right? And the only, like, I don't have my viewer count on, and I never will. Okay? I never will. But I do sometimes look at how many people watched when I'm uploading my VOD, which is something I haven't done in a long time. Hang on, let me write that down. Actually, fuck that. Um, I don't want to move right now. Um, but yeah, I'll see like 6 people watched it. Then the next stream, 2 people watched it. Then the next stream, 11 people watched it. And then Shaq shows up and is my first regular chatter. And then Sonoki comes in and, you know, supports me as well. Because he sometimes has a really funky sleep schedule. So he'd be up now. Fuck, I really wish he was here to see this. I really do. Because he was one of the people who said long time ago, that I should be Twitch streaming. You know, I should be doing YouTube, something like that. Kitsune says, I mean, you've been really good at communicating in the Discord though, and that really builds trust too. I think, yeah, I want to be transparent. Like I have no excuses. You know, if I'm fucking tired and I don't feel like streaming, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I'm sick tonight, guys. Please forgive me." I'm gonna say, "Fuck streaming tonight. I'm tired. I'll make it up to you guys another time." You know. Kitsune says it means a lot to me. It shows you actually care, and it ain't just the prospect of a check for you. No, it isn't. Don't get me wrong. The check is a goal, but it's not the goal, right? This is kind of a life affirming thing to me. Shaq says, I found you out of pure chance. Yes, you did. We've had this conversation before. And like, I'm fucking really glad, you know? Same. I was looking for lower rival streams and I saw Wolverine and I have a big crush on him. And you happened to have a cam on, which I prefer to watch over no cams. Also, you're hot. So bonus. I'm aging like fine wine. I told this girl named Chantel, who I was so in love with. I had such a crush on this girl. She was a gamer girl. She had giant tits. She was cute as hell. She had a wonderful sense of humor. We worked so well together. We had this chemistry. And we went on one date. It wasn't really a date. And I just remember saying to her, just kind of like out of the blue, like, I think I'm gonna look like like hotter as I get older. You know what I mean? I don't really know where it came from, but like, I don't know. My dad was a good-looking guy in his 40s, and I got the jawline of my father, so I'm lucky in that regard. And having 2 young women, um, basically acknowledge my attractiveness in one week is fucking unreal. Like literally unreal. I can't believe fucking Gangster's Paradise by Coolio is on right now. We spend most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Oh my god, this song was so, so fucking popular and so often played back in the day. Rim says, I also just learned how to OK Iron Maiden on bass. Oh, you meant play. How to play Iron Maiden on bass. Just now I was able to do it. I'm happy to hear that you're still slapping the bass, dude. You have to follow your passions. One of my low-key regrets in life is not following up with my trumpet, right? I was a third trumpet in high school band, which means I wasn't just a backup musician, but I was kind of, third to Sarah Viner and fuck, what was the name of the Four Eyes who was lead trumpet? This dude was so good for his age. He was absolutely astonishing. Kitsune says, I also just have an extreme attraction to older men, period. So, I mean, you get an automatic ×4 in the hot category. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You guys are fucking melting my heart tonight. This whole shit has melted my heart. And I'm still like, I'm still shaking from last match. I'm still shaking from last match, right? It's absolute madness. Mr. Eddie Man, this year I'm taking an animation class. Maybe when I learn a little better, I can make you little animations for your channels and stuff. For free if needed, since I think you're cool. I would literally commission you. I would absolutely commission you. And I would commission you based on the popularity of the channel. Right? Up to a limit, of course. But I would literally commission you. It's because I would want to give back to you. That would make me feel a bit better about it. One Shaq says, I always been into tall women. Wouldn't mind a lady taller than me. I'm 6'1". That is so rare. That is so very rare. I've only seen kind of one meaningful relationship where the guy, my friend Anders, my old friend Anders, who was about 5'7", maybe 5'6", was dating this girl named Lara, who was a good 6'1.5". She was definitely taller than me, and this chick wore fucking heels. This scandalous woman. She was a fucking giant. Kitsune says, oh, good luck with that check. I hope she can dunk on you. I know she means it literally, too, like in a basketball context. That's fucking hilarious. To be honest, when you hit affiliate and get emotes, I can make you some starter ones of Wolvie so that you have something starting out that aren't AI, because AI art is theft. Amen to that. I know a part of the, this song, though, is definitely appropriate for this situation. So one of the things that you study in the AI courses around here is ethics. And I want to go into this ethic part of the course and just say, excuse me, isn't the concept of AI in and of itself, at least how we've used large language models, wholly unethical? Because it's literally stolen copyrighted works to make it what it is today. That's unbelievable. 1111, baby, let's go. 1111. That's 2 nights in a fucking row, baby. Yeah. Oh, guys, I love it. I love it when a tall chick wears heels. Assert that dominance. There are a lot of men like that, believe it or not. Well, of course you believe it. I'm hitting that sub button so fast. Fuck, I mean, I would fucking create an account for myself at that point and, like, hit the sub button. Nah, that's dishonest. That's not my style. Make a wish? All right. I wish for continued Twitch good times and consistency from myself to grow this channel even bigger. Could you imagine where we'd be now if I streamed and self promoted every single day,